You know, we've known each other a number of years. You know that I am singing opera. I've been singing it for almost 20 years.
Yeah,
would even somebody like myself benefit from the strengthening and the coordination that you're doing, even if I wasn't going for rock singing?
Yes,
or
of course,
popular
David.
singing.
Of course, David. In classical singing, do we or do we not? Do you modify vowels sometimes?
That's sure, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, then you and I have not worked together as a student coach yet. I hope we can do that one day. But what if I told you right now that if you were to take a closer look at recent updates of the product, I'll show you 5 modification formulas. A sequential formula of the vowels that you can modify, shade in and out of inside of a vocal siren that will help you train the proper modifications for sound color, for shifting the resonant placement more to a covered or more of a covered dampened position, or shift the sound color resonant placement forward to the palate for a brighter, more metallic sound color and presentation. You know how vowels will shift the resonant placement in a voice, and how they can kind of help. They had a big part of helping to bridge the passaggio as a professional singer. I can offer you an opportunity to look at vowel modification formulas. So you've got the workout, you got the formula sitting there right in front of you. Now all you got to do is practice. That's going to be the fastest way that you can build the muscle memory and the understanding of how to use vowels when singing.
That sounds excellent.
Yeah, and great. Onsets. You know that onsets are important. Richard Miller, take a look at Richard Miller's book. And those of you who don't know who Richard Miller is, he's like... He's in Oberlin, or is he... where is Richard Miller? He was in... Richard Miller passed away a few years ago. But he was in... I think it was Oberlin was where he taught, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just know him to be... Yeah, I mean, he's a major teacher. You know, yeah, guys like me and David and voice coaches look up to Richard Miller. Yeah. He was one of the big... founders of vocal technique, just this genius guy that wrote 15 books. I don't know, just absolutely amazing individual. And he has a book called The Structure of Singing. It's very thick. It's very scientific-y. The first chapter, on page 7, he starts talking about onsets, how to start a note. And in the TVS, in the Pillars training system, we have 8 specialized onsets. How to start a note. David, you know that if you start your note, that first note, if everything is lined up right, if the vowel is right, if the embouchure is right, if the vocal fold compression is correct, if you're not staring at your shear strings, if you've got a good mental focus and other technical constituents in your onset package, if it's all together, then whatever follows, the training or the singing, will be fantastic. It'll work for you. And so that's just another example. Like the vowel modification formulas, if you worked with my program, you would learn to master 8 specialized onsets that are used to isolate muscle strengthening, more coordination, and to troubleshoot problems. Excellent.
I tell you what we're going to do. We'll I think we'll wrap it up. As we do a lot of times, because this has been just great content and discussion. I learned a tremendous amount. I do on everyone, but now I learned a whole bunch of more technical stuff that's really going to make me think and take a look at your videos and YouTube and all kinds of your products across the board. Let me just recap for everybody who we had. Robert Lunte, the 2 major places you can find him. One, of course, the Vocalist Studio, but also the Modern Vocalist. And Rob, maybe you can give a quick shout-out, either a direct cell phone, an email, something if people want to get a hold of you.
Well, sure. Of course. Please do reach out to me at robert@thevocaliststudio.com. I'm available to talk to you about private training. over Skype. I do Skype vocal lessons. It's majority of my clients are working with me over Skype from all over the world, or you can do a training intensive in Seattle. If you're a voice coach or you're interested in creating a career as a voice coach, the TVS Certified Instructor Program is also something I would love to talk to you about. The product, the 4 Pillars of Singing, as I said, it's been sold in over 90 countries around the world. It's not a product that was completed and then I put it down and kicked my feet up and rested and that is never being improved. It's a product that's always been improved. You're always going to get the absolute latest and greatest and the best that I can possibly give to you in terms of vocal techniques and training and how to help you sing with the 4 Pillars of Singing. And so if you have questions regarding that, I'd be very excited to answer them for you. And I could go on, but
okay,
I don't want to keep talking about myself. And but yeah, I'm here to help.
But that's why you're here. We wanted to highlight your teaching and what you're doing out there and how you're helping artists and trying to make the world a better place vocally, and that's the goal. So I think that today we'll wrap it up, and I just want to thank you, Rob, again for coming on and giving us your time, and thank everybody else who called to listen. You can go and find other teleseminars at superiorvocalhealth.com. If you sign up an email, they're all free for the taking. There's plenty there. Just like this, in-depth talks about vocal health and technique and diet and what to do when and where and how. And that's about it. I, as always, just want to wish everybody, including you, Rob, your best on your quest for superior vocal health. Take care.
Thank you. I'll be around. And David, thank you for this really fun opportunity to help singers and get my message out. And Benny, it was great meeting you today. I hope that you and I can work again together sometime. And thank God for people like David that help us put things together. Thank you. Good stuff.
All right, Rob. Take care.